Okay, so having looked at lists in the previous videos, we will now look at dictionaries. Okay, so for that, I will start off over here at the REPL. So a dictionary is a pair. Okay, so we're dealing with pairs. So what happens, we have a key and a value. Okay, so this is the pair I'm talking about. And we can have multiple of these key value pairs in the dictionary. So once again, we use a single name. However, we can have multiple pieces of data. Alright? Hence the reason we're saying it's a dictionary data structure. Okay, so the first thing is, how do we create this dictionary? Well, we create the name. So let's say I have vocab as a name. And I can simply say open, close, curly brace. Okay? Excuse me. So if I ask Python to tell me the type of vocab, it's going to tell me it's a dict, which is short for a dictionary. So a dictionary allows me to provide a key and its matching value. So let's say I'm creating a program that is helping me to study my vocabulary, my Spanish vocabulary. Okay. So the way I would do that, I would, if I want to add a key value pair to the dictionary, I would write the name of the dictionary, and in square brackets I would put the key. So the key is, let's say, bridge. Okay, so I want to have a associated value to this key bridge, and so since I'm creating a vocab program, and let's say we're using Spanish, the Spanish translation of bridge is puente. Okay, all right. So if I type vocab, I will see that there is bridge as the key, a colon, and then the value, which happens to be puente. Okay, so if I say vocab with the key bridge, it returns to me the value. Okay, all right. So let's go ahead and let's add another key value pairing. Let's say I want to use, let's say, an apology. So how do I say apology in Spanish? Well, disculpa. So disculpa. Okay. So if I say vocab, well, then I have bridge, puente, and apology, disculpa. So I could ask the len function to tell me how many items or how many key value pairs are in the vocab dictionary, and I get back 2 as expected. Okay, let's add another pairing. Excuse me. Let's say a Q-tip. Okay, and that is isopo. Okay, and finally let's add expire. Okay, so expire could mean many things. Your milk could expire, right? Or your driver's license could expire. So there are many possibilities. So I'm going to put the two possibilities in a list. So if something like your milk expires, I could say that's caducar. Okay, but if it's something like your license being expired, then I can say it's vencerse. Okay, vencerse. Okay, so now if I say vocab, I have bridge, puente, apology, disculpa, Q-tip, isopo, and expire. Since it's two possibilities, I have caducar and vencerse. Okay, so if I say vocab, expire, I get caducar and I get vencerse. And so if I say 0, then I get caducar, and if I say 1, I get vencerse, okay, or vencerse. Okay, so if I ask for the length, I get 4. Now, there's one thing to keep in mind when we are looking at dictionaries, is that the order that we enter the key value pairs in a dictionary is not the same order that we will see them if we were to ask for Python to show them to us. So in other words, the order of the key value pairs in a dictionary is unordered. Okay, do not depend on the order that you put them in to be the order that you see them come out. Okay, it just so happens that in this instance they come out the same way we put them in, but that's not always the case. So that's something to remember. Okay, now I could also change the values for an item in the dictionary. So let's say, for example, I made a mistake. Okay, so let's say I have vocab. Let's have hello, and we're gonna say hello is hola, right? So obviously I made a mistake. I forgot the H. So if I say vocab, it has the hola. To make a change, I would simply put hola. Alright. So if I check vocab again, we see that the hola has been replaced by the proper spelling, which has an H. Alright. So similar to list, we can simply change something that is in there. Alright. So question, can we use indexing for a dictionary? Well, let's try. Alright, and it gives me an error. And this goes back to what I just mentioned previously. Because the items are unordered, then if I say vocab 0, it might give me something else right now. And if I say vocab 0 again, it might give me something totally different. So there is no indexing, meaning there is no sequence in a dictionary. So the only way to get an item from the dictionary is by using its key. And that way you know, no matter where, in what order your dictionary is in, the key, since it matches to the value, will always return the correct value. Okay, so again, no indexing in dictionaries. Okay. Now, there might be instances where you want to get only the keys or only the dictionaries. Okay, so if I look at vocab, okay, what if I only want the English words, meaning the keys? Well, Python provides me with a way of doing that. Okay, so if I say dir vocab, we see that we have clear, we have copy, we have from keys, we have get, we have items, we have keys. Okay, we have pop, we have pop items, we have set default, we have update, and we have values. Okay, so if I say vocab that keys, remember now it's a function. Okay, it has the parenthesis. Then what I get is this thing that looks like a list wrapped in parentheses. Okay, so if I only want the actual keys in a list, I can simply do this. I could convert this to a list using the list function, and so we end up with that. So in here we have only the keys. Likewise, if I want the values, then I can simply use the values function and wrap that in a list, and then I will get the Spanish equivalents of the English words. Okay, so if we want to iterate, or if we want to loop over our keys, we can do that as well. Okay, so I could easily say here for key, right? Key seems to be a good temporary name. So for key in vocab dot keys, right? I want to print the key. Enter, enter. All right. And likewise, I could say for a value in vocab dot values, I want to print the value. Enter, enter. All right. Okay. So far we've looked at putting the key value pairs together. Okay. We looked at how to get only the keys, and we looked at how to get only the values, and of course we looked at how to iterate over those keys and over those values. Now, one thing I did not show you is how to do both at the same time. So let's say I wanted to print the key and the value. I could do this for key comma value in vocab, but now I cannot use keys or the values function. I have to use the item, okay, function. And so all I want to do is to print key and then value. Okay. Oh, all right. So I made a mistake there. So if I go back and I type dictionary, we'll see that it's actually items. Okay. So let's try that again. For key value in the name of the dictionary, which is vocab dot items. Then I want to print the key followed by the value. Enter, enter. Okay, and there we have the key on the left and the value on the right. Okay, so let's leave it here for this video. In the next video, we will use our knowledge of dictionaries to write a simple program. Okay, and when we're done, we will look at dictionaries, using Python Tutor so that we get a better understanding of what's actually happening. I'll see you in those videos.